Hello, my name is Tracy Cardello, and I want to welcome you to Moneyfestation, where the power of prosperity is in your mind. I am so excited to be with you today to talk about something that touches all of us, money. Today, I want to shift our understanding of money into something much bigger. We are going to dive into how money is energy and how our thoughts and beliefs shape our financial reality. And most importantly, how you can break free from the blocks and sabotage patterns that are holding you back from true abundance. The legendary Bob Proctor famously said, "Thoughts become things. If you hold it in your mind, you will see it in your hand." I want to start with a truth that I've observed over the years. The people I know who are most depressed are often not living their soul mission. The happiest people I know, they're living out their soul mission and making money doing it. They have found a way to bring their purpose into their daily lives, creating meaning and significance in everything they do. Your soul mission, or life's purpose, is the thing that your soul was meant to do in this lifetime. It's more than just a job or a set of accomplishments. It's the mission that you took on in order to learn the life lessons you needed and serve mankind. And it can be the thing that you do to make a living, but not necessarily. It's sometimes in a helping field, but not always. And it's more like the way you affect the people that you come in contact with and how you move through your experience in this lifetime. When you're aligned with your soul mission, life feels purposeful. Everything begins to fall into place. Your career, your relationships, your health, and yes, even your finances. But if you aren't on track in any of those areas, it's a sign that you might be carrying what I call damage patterns. These patterns actually block your soul mission and prevent you from reaching your full potential. So what exactly is a damage pattern? Well, it can take many forms, like life experience damage or negative experiences that leave you feeling wounded or disconnected from your true self, bad habits and limiting beliefs, which are often learned from family, and these include subconscious beliefs like I'm not worthy or money is hard to come by. Then there's trauma, emotional or physical experiences that alter your personality structure and make it difficult for you to trust or grow. There's external interference, events like 9/11, natural disasters, financial crisis, war, or even encounters with toxic individuals. These can all create blockages in your energy and disrupt your life. There are also supernatural interferences. In some cases, we can feel weighed down by energies beyond our immediate understanding. And these damage patterns act like roadblocks, preventing us from moving forward. They keep us stuck in jobs that drain us, relationships that limit us, and financial situations that never seem to improve. We can have damage patterns at each and every level of our being that prevent us from aligning and living in harmony. So now that we've already talked about the fact that we all have a soul, and that this soul incarnated into a body, let's talk about what bodies care about. Bodies care about the physical world. They are focused on physical comfort and pleasure while avoiding physical pain. So bodies care about good food, sex, pleasurable temperature, that sort of thing. Bodies also hold the physical sensations of our emotional life. Emotions come in as thought that we identify with, and they are quickly translated into physical sensations. So being able to address the physical or somatic sensations that we have around an emotion is a necessary component to healing them. Then we have our conscious mind. Conscious mind is all the things that we know we know. The conscious mind is concrete and linear. For example, I have $20 in my wallet, my name is Tracy, etc. It is the part of us that's always trying to solve our problems by thinking and analyzing them. So you've probably heard people say that the conscious mind only runs 5 or 10% of our behavior, and that we only use about this percentage of our minds at all. And this is because the unconscious runs the rest. The unconscious mind is responsible for about 90% of our ideas, thoughts, emotions, actions, and behavior. But here's the kicker. Because it's unconscious, it is by definition unknown and unknowable to our conscious minds. We literally don't know what we don't know. So the way we work with this in energy psychology is that we use muscle testing or applied kinesiology, and we can access the unconscious and the soul through the body using simple muscle testing techniques. This is how I helped Karina. Karina wasn't living her soul mission. She worked in a stressful job, overwhelmed by drama and high expectations from coworkers. She had never learned to manage her relationships or set healthy boundaries, and this led to her feeling anxious and fearful all the time. To cope, she used food to self-soothe and hid from her obligations by oversleeping. Karina's life felt meaningless, and she sabotaged herself daily. She believed she was unworthy of love, money, or good things, and these limiting beliefs, along with her loyalty to her family of origin, kept her from pursuing her soul mission. Karina's damage patterns, her habits, beliefs, and past wounds kept her stuck. On the other hand, let's look at Tina. She was unhappy in her job too, feeling that her industry no longer aligned with her current level of consciousness. But Tina decided to make a change. She started taking courses that interested her, journaling about what made her truly happy, and attending workshops to learn new skills. In time, she discovered her passion, starting a concierge catering business that brought her joy and fulfillment. And now she thrives by creating special experiences for others, and she feels fulfilled and abundant as she lives her soul mission every day. These two clients' stories illustrate the power of aligning with your soul mission. When you clear the damage patterns, you open up the path to fulfillment, purpose, joy, and financial abundance. And that's why we're here today. Not to talk about money, but to clear the energetic blocks that are keeping you from living your soul mission and experiencing prosperity in all areas of your life. So before we dive into manifesting abundance, let's first address the baggage we carry around money. This is what I call your money story. What's your money story? Well, your money story might sound something like this. I'll never have enough. I'm not good with money. No matter what I do, I can't seem to get ahead. Rich people are greedy. I have to work hard for money. I can't charge more. My clients simply will not pay it. The world is made up of haves and have-nots, and I am a have-not. Women don't make as much money as men, and money doesn't buy happiness, just to name a few. These stories are beliefs that we've practiced and internalized over time, and they shape how we interact with money and can create significant obstacles. So today, we're going to start to unravel these limiting beliefs. Imagine your financial goals as a river of abundance flowing toward you. But right now, rocks, boulders, debris, etc. are blocking this flow. These obstacles are your own limiting beliefs and emotional wounds. Through energy psychology, we clear these blocks one by one, allowing the flow of abundance to reach you effortlessly. Energy psychology helps us tap into the unconscious mind and remove energetic blocks. Unlike traditional therapy or coaching, energy psychology uses intention and focus to address these issues, and physical, energetic patterns to clear them. When we clear these blocks, we create space for abundance to flow naturally into our lives. To truly manifest abundance, we need to embrace what I call creator consciousness. This means recognizing that your thoughts, feelings, and intentions shape your reality. So it's not just about thinking positively. It's about feeling the abundance of your life exactly as it is right now. So if you take a look at the slide, you'll see that the vibration of your experience exists on a continuum, right? And most of the time, we spend our lives in neutral, right? We are sort of listening to the external messages calling for our safety rather than them calling for us to explore our own inner passion, right? Or we're even worse off, right? We're in a state of survival mode and anxiety, which is a very stagnant, low energy, right? It's like, why bother? Nothing ever goes my way. This whole thing is pointless. Like, you'll never rise above your station in life. If you look at the right side of the screen, you'll see the thriving state of creator consciousness. Creator consciousness is the high vibrational energy that's achieved through passion, creativity, and excitement. It is a state of motivation and flow. And this is the energy where your greatest satisfaction is found. So I want you to think about a financial goal or a dream that you have. Notice the feeling that it evokes. Do you feel expansive and excited? Or do you sense tension, fear, or worry? For many of us, there's a mix of both, and that is perfectly okay, because becoming aware of these feelings is the first step in releasing them. These feelings always come attached to a story from your life or your family legacy. Instead of focusing on lack, we're going to focus our attention on the energy of abundance. And this is your goal from now on. So let's try this now. Imagine that you need a new car. I personally love cars, right? And when I was young, I drove a lot of beaters and I got stuck a lot. And they were always getting fixed and needing attention, and it cost a lot of money, and I was always getting stranded places. So I have that kind of negative energy in my history when I think about cars. So imagine now that you need a new car. Maybe your car is old, right? Maybe just like those old cars, it's starting to have mechanical problems, and you're becoming afraid that you're going to break down and get stranded, right? Maybe you've been told that your car needs extensive repairs, and that even then it's kind of like up there in mileage and it might not last for very much longer. But new cars are so expensive. And used cars, don't even get me started, right? Those things are ticking time bombs, right? So you can never be sure of what you're getting. The salespeople are dishonest. The prices are jacked up. You never know about the quality, right? So can you sense the energy when we start to think about that, right? It's getting tense and fearful. When you start focusing on lack or scarcity, you begin to enter a state of lower vibrational energy, and you can actually feel that in your body, right? So take a minute and just notice that. Maybe just thinking about that scarcity has your jaw tight, right? Or your mouth feeling dry, or maybe a constriction in your muscles in your shoulders or your throat. Just take a minute and notice the way your body feels. Now, if you imagine the new car that you want and the sensation of the leather seats, the white top stitching, right? The feeling of the steering wheel in your hand, the way the sunlight illuminates the metallic flecks in the paint, or the low purr of that engine. Now notice how juicy that vibe feels, right? It feels exciting. It feels hopeful, right? The thrill of a new car. This alignment with your own desires actually helps you to attract the experience that match your elevated state of energy. So our goal going forward is to cultivate the feelings of abundance even before the physical evidence appears. Right? So think of it this way. We feel the car before we have the car. We feel abundant and act abundantly before we get the thing. And think about it, right? We live in a world of things. You can't look around without seeing things in your environment. So there is no such thing as lack, right? Everything is right here. We just have to feel our way into the abundance of we want. And that's very law of attraction, right? The more you align yourself with the energy of abundance, the more you draw in the opportunities, the ideas, and the wealth. So if we truly embrace financial freedom and abundance, we are going to need to clear and identify whatever's blocking those things, right? So some of the blocks are emotional, and others are reflections of the physical environment. So for example, like the fact that you don't have the car that you want, that is a reflection of your actual physical environment. And by learning to shift from fear to abundance, you will start to attract the new opportunities and experiences that you're looking for effortlessly. Now I know what you're thinking. How do I stop thinking about what I'm thinking about? If I see evidence of something, then I believe it's true, right? I believe that the car that I actually have is the one sitting in my driveway. It's hard to imagine something better than what I have. So we've gotten into sort of the habit of thinking that our reality, the reality that we see in the world, is the only reality that exists. And I'm going to ask you to suspend disbelief about that, right? We've gotten very good at thinking negative thoughts. But our goal in this journey together and in the rest of your life is to begin recognizing and releasing the stories that no longer serve you. And I hope that that's what this course offers you. So now let's talk about how we begin to shift into that state of abundance. This is where energy psychology comes in. So our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions create the energetic patterns in our body, much like how a river carves its way through the earth. Over time, limiting beliefs become like the rocks in the river, blocking the flow of energy and creativity, as well as the flow of money and prosperity into our lives. Energy healing helps to remove those blocks by working with the body's natural energy systems. And so we normally use the meridians, the chakras, and the biofield. We do this with the cognitive understanding, holding on to the memories that we have, muscle testing to find the limiting beliefs and peel them out as we find them, and pretty simple, elegant, and yet lasting energetic techniques that clear those things from our conscious, unconscious, body, and soul. It's not just about changing your thoughts at the conscious level. It's about going deep into the unconscious, finding those stories where they've been stuck or stored, and releasing them. Then we just work energetically to clear them and make space for the new, empowering beliefs that actually align with the true abundance that's waiting for us. Money is just energy. Just like everything else in the universe, money vibrates at a certain frequency. And the more aligned we are with the energy of abundance, the more easily money flows into our lives. But here's the catch. If we're holding on to beliefs like, I'm not worthy of wealth, or money is bad or evil, we're essentially blocking that flow of energy. It's like putting up a dam in the middle of the river. The energy is still there, but it can't reach you. So one of the most important steps to manifesting more money is understanding that it's not just about the amount of money in your bank account. It's about the energy you're putting out there and the energy that you're willing and capable of receiving. And I think that's a really important thing to notice, right? Is that sometimes our nervous systems are just not capable of experiencing joy and abundance and creativity and freedom and pleasure. So part of the work is expanding our nervous system's capacity to receive good things into our lives. Now that brings me to the unconscious and blocks and sabotage. These often come from our past experiences where we felt undeserving, we felt moments of lack, or we're holding on to stories that we've been told since we're a child. One money story in my home was that other people would get jealous or feel bad about themselves if we showed up with wealth. So there was this double bind of wanting and even accumulating some nice things, but then having to hide them from the coveting eyes of other people. Beliefs like this sit in your unconscious and create invisible barriers to wealth and abundance. So let's say you've always been told that you have to work hard for money. You might consciously avoid opportunities that allow you to receive money easily. You might also sabotage your progress by procrastinating, underpricing your services, or overspending, because deep down, you don't feel like you deserve more. Another way that we self-sabotage, or that we experience, not necessarily self-sabotage, but that we experience sabotage in our lives, is losing money. Money that just flies out the window, right? Like money that is lost to accidents, or like incidentals that come up, or overspending, right? The inability to hold on to money is another really kind of sneaky sabotage pattern. And it's not conscious, it's all unconscious. So today we're going to work on clearing up some of those unconscious blocks, because I want you to know that it's possible to heal from these little sabotages and align your energy with financial prosperity. So let's try a group exercise together to start releasing these limiting beliefs. We're going to identify our negative definitions of money. For example, the idea that money is evil or represents greed. And what I want you to do is take a couple of minutes. We are going to create a containment field together as a group. So you can close your eyes, or you can leave them open if that's more comfortable for you. Take a few deep breaths. Really ground yourself to the center of the earth. So let's imagine that there's a silver thread that reaches from our root chakra down to the center of the earth. And that silver thread runs all the way up from the center of the earth and your root chakra to your sacral chakra, and then into your solar plexus, and up into your heart. Breathing that silver cord up to your throat chakra, your third eye, and up through your crown chakra to the heavens. Take a few deep breaths in this position. Just allowing your breath to flow through your body, through all of your chakras, connecting heaven and earth. We want to set our intention for this healing to serve your highest good and the highest good of all that you come in contact with. All of society, your family, your ancestors, your friends. Now, I want you to create in your mind's eye a bell jar. Bell jar is a containment vessel, and I like to imagine mine as a big glass jar. It's like 3 or 4 feet tall, maybe 2 feet around, and it's sealed, and it has vacuum suction. So everything that goes in detoxifies before it's recirculated back into the atmosphere. I imagine that it looks a little something like this. Fixed stagnant energy goes in and is not released until it's safely detoxified. And with the vacuum suction, you can feel free to suction this energy off of you and out of your auric field. So let's now seal the room and say a little prayer of protection. So seal the room in holy light, even under the floor. And we we set our intention with a little prayer. O God, merciful and compassionate one, please shine upon and throughout all of us the full spectrum of your holy light. And now that your containment area is secure, I want you to take a couple of minutes and think about your negative definitions of money. Now, I want you to write down your negative definitions of money. Don't overthink it. As you write them down, we're going to shovel the energy into the bell jar. I want you to get rid of any memories or associations that these words bring to mind. I am going to read you a few things off my list. Money is hard to make. Clutter. Responsibility. Fear. Dirty. Stuck. Money is a necessary evil. Money is selfish, greedy, mistrust, control, consuming, harmful, soul death, manipulation, painful, sadistic, stressful, jealous, survival, burden, and not enough. Feel free to add to that list until you have dumped out all of your negative definitions of money. When you think back on your life, what stories do these words reveal about your current financial situation? You can hold on to these stories because these stories need attention and healing. And you can come back to them at any time and continue to work on them. But right now, pause this recording if you need to, and shovel all of this negative energy and all of these negative definitions and all of the stories that you associate with them into the bell jar. Leave no trace, not even a tiny twinge of any negative definition. Keep releasing anything that no longer serves you. Scoop it up, sweep the energy off you, vacuum it away. Pause for as long as you need to and come back to this whenever you have a negative idea about money. Now, how does that feel? Take a minute, pause this recording if you need to, and notice the feelings in your body. Notice if there's anywhere in your body that you're still holding tension or tightness or lack or scarcity. And allow yourself to just rinse off and cleanse yourself of all this negative energy into this bell jar. Remember that this is a containment field that we have asked to be blessed. And so this negative energy goes in there and it does not come out until it's detoxified and clean. Take as much time as you need to. Now I want you to take a clean piece of paper and we are going to list the positive words that describe money and the relationship that you have with it or the relationship you want to have with it. Feel the energy of these words and allow yourself to come into alignment and gratitude with these new definitions. Some of the new definitions that I have, positive definitions that I have written down for money are freedom, mobility, necessary, safety, abundance, pleasure, ease, power, status, respect, sex appeal, support, philanthropy, joy, giving back, education, and fun. Feel free to continue adding to this list. Now, when you've finished your list, we are going to do something called unwinding frontal occipital holding to lock in these positive definitions. So what I want you to do is relax and put one hand on your forehead and the other hand on the back of your head, like that round part where a ponytail would be. And you are going to just hold your head like this, just allowing the subtle energy in the front and back of your brain to come together, while you allow yourself to install these positive definitions. Just allow your head to move however it wants to and consolidate these subtle energies until you feel a shift. These new words represent the energy you want to invite into your life. So hold on to them because they are now part of your new story with money. When you feel the shift, you can release the pose. And just notice how you feel. If you're not quite feeling aligned, go back to your unwinding frontal occipital holding, or UFO holding for short, until you feel the shift lock in place. And if you don't feel it right away, that's okay. You will. We have been sort of programmed by society to not feel our feelings, right? We're really out of touch with our bodies. And so some of these new energetic techniques may feel weird. They may be hard to get used to. You might not feel like they work at first. You might not feel a shift or like it's doing anything. That's okay. Just allow yourself to feel however you feel and keep practicing it. These things are skills. Getting in touch with yourself is a skill. And it's a skill that we're going to work on as we continue our journey together. So as we wrap up today, I want you to remember this. What we've just explored is the beginning of a profound journey toward financial freedom and personal fulfillment. We've delved into the big picture of holistic beingness and soul mission, uncovered some of the struggles surrounding money and the limiting beliefs that hold us back, and we've touched on the transformative power of energy healing. But there is so much more to uncover and explore. Each of us has a unique money story, a personal narrative that is filled with hidden beliefs and emotional blocks that shape our relationship with abundance. And the work that we've done today is a powerful start, but it's only a glimpse into the deeper layers of your subconscious. So the journey doesn't end here. By continuing to embrace creator consciousness and the principles of energy psychology, you can unlock even more profound shifts. Each step that you take toward releasing old patterns and embracing new ones opens the door to greater possibilities and deeper fulfillment. So imagine the incredible potential that lies ahead as you further explore and heal your own money story. There are new opportunities, richer experiences, and a profound sense of abundance waiting for you. Today, you have taken the first crucial step in aligning with your true desires and embracing a life of financial and emotional prosperity. And I invite you to keep the momentum going. Continue to explore these concepts, keep a journal, and fully engage with the journey of transformation that lies ahead. Remember, this is not just about achieving financial goals. This is about creating a life that resonates with your deepest truth and highest potentials. So thank you for being here with me today. and I look forward to seeing the amazing transformations that await you.